I'm Jem, and this is my channel, Stitch and Jem, and I am back for Flosstube number 9. And so what's been going on since my last Flosstube? I've been Sampler September stitching, and I went to the Amish auction. It's like an Amish quilt show for Oklahoma that they have every year, so that was fun. And let's see, done a little bit of shopping. Nothing really, just hoping that these fall temperatures will get a little bit cooler. It's been like in the 80s, 90s here, and it's still hot. It's still very hot. And so I am so ready for fall, true fall. And in Oklahoma, we do have 4 true seasons. So at least that's something to look forward to. Let's see. What else has been going on? Oh, thank you everybody. I have a lot of new subscribers since my last video, so thank you so much for everybody that is subscribing and everybody that continues to come back to this craziness every time I make a video. I really appreciate everybody who watches. You know, the videos are super fun to make, and so I hope you guys like it. I was also thinking too, like, I want my videos to be good. Like, I want my audience and the people that watch or whatever to enjoy them. And so let me know, only nice things. Let me know if there's anything that you wish I did like more of in my video, or something that you'd like to see more of. I haven't been doing a ton of quilting. I did change the quilt out behind me, and this is the first quilt I ever made. I don't even know like the fabric line or anything. I quilted it and everything myself, long armed it. So it's a jelly roll by Moda, and the most easy pattern that I could ever find, and I just did it, and I quilted it and bound it and everything myself. I don't do that anymore. So yeah, I got a couple of questions about the changing of the quilt, and so it's more fall quilt, and so I just went ahead and changed it out and put my favorite quilt was behind me, and that's my Socialites quilt. And then this quilt is the first quilt I ever made, and I just really fall. So, and I'm gonna make another fall quilt, and it's a really simple pattern, but we'll see if I ever get to it because a lot of stuff is going on. So okay, let's see, let's get into it. I do have a finish for now, and those of you who have watched my channel have known that I've shown this almost every single video, I feel like. And it's my Fox and Rabbit Mystery Sal, Faith, Hope, Love. And we are now up to September, and I have finished, I finished September in like one day. And I was really happy about that. And I was actually watching Fox and Rabbit on their Flosstube that they made while I was finishing this, so that was pretty cool. And let's see, I'm gonna put it on this board because I think it's easier to show, but that remains to be seen. Maybe not. Let me just show it. That large motif at the bottom there, that like half motif at the bottom, the little bitty one, and the one right to the, oh, I don't know, your left, my right, I don't know, is what September was. And that's some dense stitching on that last one, but it was really easy because I use Markup XP to stitch this, and so it's really makes it really easy. So that is my Faith, Hope, Love. And I see a finish so soon. December will be here before we know it. And I will have this finished, and I cannot wait to get this framed and put on my wall, because it is so beautiful. And I'm stitching this with a misdyed Hank from Color and Cotton number 142, and stitching it on 40 count vellum by Picture This Plus. Okay, and that's my only finished for now. I have some new starts for Sampler September. So my first start, I'm starting a new sampler every Monday in September, with the exception of the last Monday, for Sampler September. And so I got this at the Attic when I went in February, and they had these already in kits. So like if you got it in a kit with the soie d'Alger and the fabric and the chart, then you could get it like, I don't know, 20% off or something. So I went ahead and did that. And I've been dying to stitch this since I got it in February. And it's Sarah Milthorp. And I love this chart so much. It was very hard to put down. And here is my progress. No, I don't know. And so obviously I did that top border, the bones of it, started on the side one, and got the outline of that large motif. And if I didn't have a job and I didn't have to work, then I would have got a lot more progress on this. One thing that I have found out from this is that I am not going to stitch Anton Uffendale in soie d'Alger. And I love the vibrancy of them, and I love the richness of the color and everything, but I'm going to stitch it in 103s. I like how thin they are versus these do get feel a little thick, if that makes any sense. I mean, for silks, and I think I would rather stitch it, but I'd never stitched in soie d'Alger before, so this was my first time, and I think I would have changed my Sampler September plans for Anton Uffendale. I'm going to not start her, and I'm going to start it next year in the spring sampler season and then I'm going to do the 103s, and I'll get those from the Attic. But yeah, here's my Sarah Milthorp. And I do love this so much. It was very, very, very hard to put down. Very hard. And I'm stitching this on 40 count 40 count Creme Brulee by Tabby Cat. And oh, it's so pretty. And using all the called for soie d'Alger. And I don't know if I said this in any of my last videos, but for Sampler September this year, I wanted to do all things that I had never tried before. So like I've never tried Tabby Cat linen. I have never tried soie d'Alger. And so, so that is my new thing for my first start for Sampler September is those are my new things for that start. And again, it was so fun. It was really, really, really just cool to see all the colors and all that good stuff. So my next start for Sampler September, so I mentioned I'm starting a new sampler every Monday in September, except for the last Monday. And then on the weekends, for the first 2 weekends, I'll stitch on a new start. It's a small that's going to be related to a sampler. And then this upcoming weekend, a week from this Saturday, I'll start a new small. But for the first small relating to a sampler is Mary Strum by Wiles Iris Snaps Designs. And this is from Mary Gibson, I think it's. And so she made a drum, and it's got all of the elements that I loved from the larger sampler. And she put it in a drum, and I think you can only get this on her website, which is where I got it. But I saw this and I was like, oh, I have to have that. Look at that house, and then look at the top yellow border. So I was super excited to start that. And I have a page finish. And this is this is last weekend, yesterday, and then I will stitch on this today too. But so this is a page finish, and I didn't put the M, or I don't know which one it is. It's M, or they have Mary Gibson's initials in this box here. but I think I'm going to put my initials. I'm going to put JH because it's my drum now. So, and I'm stitching this on 40 count creme brulee by, R&R. No, that's not right. That's going to drive me crazy. It is, no, R&R creme brulee. Is that 2 creme brulees? Wow. Very different creme brulees. But there is my progress. And so I've never stitched anything by Whilst Iris Snaps, ever. I've never stitched a drum. And there are several of it's all weeks except for one DMC, which is this yellow, is DMC. And I've never stitched with like boysenberry or olive. Those are new colors to me. So it was fun to use those new colors by weeks. And this was also very, very, very hard to put down. And I'm stitching this using Markup XP2, so it's really fast and easy and just easy counting. And so the next that I'll get to do is a little bit more of the grass, and then I'm gonna try to outline the house today. Okay. And so like I said, that'll get one more day. Okay, so my next start for Sampler September is Roseannah Tindale. And it came from the Wishing Thorn. And this is the one I'm doing. Roseannah Tindale 1840. And I just liked the verse better. And I'll probably leave out her name if I'm being honest. Like after I stitch all of these words, I am not going to want to also do this because it's no longer her sampler at this point. It's like me doing it. So I will shorten it just a little bit and then do this house scene and be done after I am going to stitch the verse though. And I am using all of the called for flower threads, and I'm stitching this on 32 count 1/2, and this is Fragile by Needle and Flax. And there is my progress. And so my review on flower threads, as one of my friends just recently told me, I like them, I don't love them, and also too, it doesn't matter if I'm only stitching with one thread on 32 count, I don't want to do it again. Like, I was going to stitch both of them using the flower threads and have them, you know, twinning, but I just can't. Once I'm done with this chart and the flower thread, it'll probably be my last time using them. I don't dislike them in any way, it's just really big. And it's really fast, it goes really fast, obviously, like I got all of that done after stitching, and I didn't get all 5 days in on this one because I had a funeral to go to one day, and I was literally at the church and helping and at the graveside and stuff all day. So when I got home, I was just exhausted. I just didn't want to do anything but go to bed. But that is my progress on Roseannah Tindale 1840, I think, and by the Wishing Thorn. And she has the best customer service. She just has the absolute best customer service. And I love the way it looks, like in person too. Like I love like the chunkiness of it and the vibrancy of it. It's not my favorite thing to stitch with. And the size of the linen, even though it's needle and flax, you know, it's still a bit big for me. But I think that's a pretty accurate representation of like the colors and things. And it was really easy stitching, so. So that is my last start for Sampler September. And I will show you my upcoming starts and plans and stuff of like what I plan to start, why I plan to start them, what's new about them, and all that good stuff. Okay, like on to regular whips. So at the end of August is when I filmed my last floss tube. And I stitched on a few of the, like, just straggling whips after that. And one of them was the Sal I'm hosting with Laurel from I'm a Stitch Nerd, a little bit of spring. And I love this so very much, but I've had a situation. So okay, let me see which way is right. Okay, I think this is the right way. So I'm stitching mine on 40 count, Not Another Sampler by Be Stitch Me, using all of the call for over dies. And the darker part of the border here, as you can see, I got off somewhere in that border, and I knew I did, so I fudged it, and you couldn't tell. But now putting in this inner border, my flowers are going to run into that inner border. So I've made an executive decision. For one thing, even though I hate frogging, like with my whole entire soul, I hate it. It's not fun. I am going to frog out that inner border because it's not really necessary for anything, like, and that way I can put the flowers in and nothing will look weird. And so this has been in timeout since then. I was so irritated because I was rocking on that border. And of course, that's probably why I got off, but I'm going to take that inner border out. I'm going to take the whole thing out. So let me see if I can show you. See on the chart, this inner border, like, it's nice and everything, but it's not necessary. Like, so, but what's necessary is the gorgeousness of these flowers that I don't want looking weird. So all I have to do is take out this inner border, and I only have this side and this side. So I'll just rip that out one day, get back to this, and just start stitching the insides and work on the border. And again, I'm stitching this with Laurel, and a lot of you have joined in with us. Thank you. And the hashtag is Bit of Spring Sal. And you know how weird Instagram has been lately, so tag me, tag Laurel. We'd love to see. So many of you are so far along, and it's just like, ugh. Kim, Contented Needleworker Kim, she's only doing, she's doing the colors from the original, which I'll show you that. And she's gotten a lot done. And I think this little chain border are what her and Krista, Wildflower Stitcher, I think that's what they're doing. It's kind of a glare, but that's the colorway that they're using, which is really pretty, but I like the original. I like the one that's charted. I think that's my jam. And that's like more of a fall vibe too. So we'll get back to this, but all I have to do, if anybody wants to volunteer to frog out that inner border, just kidding. I hate frogging. I'm sure everybody does, but it will make a project go into timeout so quick, and make me just turn my nose up at it, because I don't want to go backwards, but I have to for that, because the flowers and the border will be running into that border and it'll just look crazy to me. Okay, and then my last whip that was straggling on from August was Ellen Carr 1843 by Needlework Press, and I absolutely 1000% love this chart. Don't know why I'm going so slow on it, but I think I just don't want it to be over. And mine is signed by Vicky. I will probably like frame that part. Hi Vicky. I just love her, and I love this chart. This was my first Market Mania start, and this was my favorite chart that came out at Market, and it's like one of my favorite charts of all time. And here is my progress. So I finished out that top border. I got all of everything else put in, like the whole top, and worked on the side, and all that is done. So I'm going to move down And I'm going to start on that house the next time I pick this up. So October is going to be like a free-for-all where I just work on whatever I want to, with the exception of this couple of smalls that I'm going to start. But I'm stitching this on 40 count, something Fox and Rabbit, Dust Bunny by Fox and Rabbit, using all the called for classic color works. And the colors are so pretty, and a couple of my friends have started this with me since they've seen mine. They're just like, oh my goodness, how am I not stitching? I just loved this so much. And it's really, really, really comfort stitching for me. I mean, it really is. Like, everything is so easy about it and so nice. So that is the progress that I have on Ellen Carr, 1843 by Needlework Press. And I will also get back to that in October as well, when I'm just doing whatever I want to, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stitch on my Fox and Rabbit, and I'm going to start a new small that I got, and I'll show that in haul. And I'm going to just work on random things. Of course, next year I'm doing Whip Go. I need some kind of structure, and I learned from stitching in the Olympics that I really do like prompts, and I like to stitch things like, oh, this is called, okay, we'll stitch this then. So that is all of the stitching that I have for this video. I'm gonna move on now to plans. And so my plans for the rest of September, obviously, sampler September stitching. I'm gonna start this tomorrow, and it is Birds of a Feather, Sally Spencer. And my sweet friend sent me this chart. Thank you so very much. And of course I made a working copy of it. And I've been wanting to stitch this forever. So I got the Vicki Clayton silks for it. And I haven't put them on Floss Drops yet, but I'll do that this afternoon, actually. Let's see if I can show you. Oh my. And they're so vibrant. It's going to be so fun. And this is a first for me in the fact that I have never stitched, and this is kind of crazy because I thought I had, but no, I haven't. I have never stitched on Fabrics by Stephanie fabric. I'm almost positive I haven't. So that's what I'm stitching Sally Spencer on. And I think that's gonna look really good, because I want mine to be a little like, look how those are gonna play off of that. Can't really tell, but it's really nice, vibrant color, like, and the fabric is reading a little bit light, but it's actually darker than that. So that's going to be my start for tomorrow. And my last start for this month was going to be Antong Ufendel by Hands Across the Sea, but I have decided, again, not to start that yet, because I don't want to use the Soie d'Alger that I have. I have it all kitted up in Soie d'Alger, but I'm going to change that to 103s, and I may change it also to 46 count. I have 40 count right now, and I think it's because it's so big, I may want to go up to 46 count. But instead, I'm gonna stitch Sarah Pugh 1822 by Needlework Press. And I got this fully kitted at summer school, and this is the one I'm choosing to start first because I love it so very much. Now, this is the one that has a lot of over one in it, and on the back I can't show you because it's like at the actual chart, but it is a different version, and it's the over two version, and that's the version I'm stitching. I'm going to stitch the one with only over two in it. And so I'm not going to be using the called for 36 count because I'm not going to do the one that requires a lot of over one. And I'm using all of the called for, and I already have them from the kit that Vicky provided. Those are the colors. And I am going to stitch it on Needle and Flax Brea 46 count. And so let me see if I can kind of give you a vibe of what that's going to look like. Since I can't really, and I can like flash it maybe. But that's what it looks like. But it's the actual chart on the back. I'm sure you can't stitch from that though. But isn't that going to be pretty? So I'm super excited, and I don't know what new about this is. It's just a new exclusive chart. How about that? And I don't think I've ever stitched on, I've stitched on a lot of Needle and Flax, but maybe not Brea. So that can be my new thing for that. And I just love the way that looks. And so that is the last big sampler that I'm starting for Sampler September. And that's a change from what I was going to do with, which is Antong Ufendale, which would be good because I was going to start 2 hats in 1 month, and so it might have been a little overkill, and I can start Antong maybe for another reason next year. So there is those are my plans, and now I'm going to get into a little bit of Stitchy Kindness. So as many of you know, Needlework Marketplace just happened, and there were so many good charts that came out, but another wonderful thing that came out was that my friend Nuri from Shaded Stitchery has she used to only have PDFs, and now she has hard copy paper, beautiful printed patterns. And so she reached out to me and to celebrate this, and I'm super excited about it. She sent me one of her charts from that I didn't already have, so I had to pick through a few that I have so many of her charts. So I picked one to keep for myself, and that's the Stitchy Kindness that I'm going to show, which is Black Butterfly Sampler. And isn't that not gorgeous? Like, just look at the lettering, look at the details, look at the simplicity. I probably I'm actually thinking about stitching this on Say Cheese, 40 count Say Cheese by Fox and Rabbit instead of that blue, and with the black and the yellow. Oh, it will officially be my favorite sampler of all times. But thank you so much, Nuri, for this. And then she was kind enough to say, hey, I'd love for you to give one away on your channel. And I was like, yes, please. And so I wanted to pick one of her new charts to give away on my channel. And so one of her new charts is Tree Medley. And there is a million things that you can do with this chart. So do you guys see all the different kinds of trees? First of all, you can make every single one of these into ornaments. You could stitch them individually, make them pillows, make them ornaments. And it's just like such a diverse, cool, different pattern. There we go. You could stitch it on any fabric. I mean, you could stitch it as one like she's got it there, which is gorgeous. Or the sky's the limit. And what's cool about it is that it is charted in Roxy Floss. And you guys, that Roxy Floss is so gorgeous. And let me see, does she have she has a DMC conversion on here as well. So if you would like to get your hands on this gorgeous, sky's the limit on the amount of things you can do with it chart, put the word tree into your comment. And you guys know all the rules, right? Be 18. Who is saying, who is younger than 18 watching my channel? Nobody. But be 18. You have to be able to give me your address because this is a physical chart. Don't say free, don't say giveaway and all that good stuff. And please be a subscriber. And you guys, like, this, I can't show this enough. Like, I love everything about this. Maybe I should have chose this for myself. I'll just go buy it. So say tree if you'd like to win that. And thank you, Nuri. And then, so now, let's see, that is all of the Stitchy Kindness and giveaways and all that good stuff. So let's get into haul. I pray my husband doesn't watch this, but if he does, it's okay. So, I think it was Brenda and Laura that were talking about how much they love bags. Almost positive it was Brenda. So I got this bag from Black Cat Stitchery, and I'm in her quarterly bag club. And there's her information if you want to try to get into the club. But that's such a cute fall bag. It's very different from anything I have, so that was cute. And then, so Sarah from Sarah Stitchery, her mother makes bags, and she's painted Leaf Co. And she's probably one of my favorite bag makers of all times, just because her bags are so delicate and beautiful. And so I got this one, and can I just say, like, that is, to me, gorgeous. Look at this little acorn. I mean, she just, and then it's already open, but let me show you the inside. That is beautiful. When I saw this, I bought this so fast. It's so pretty. And it's so different. Like, you don't, this is not a bag you've seen a million people use this fabric. And I like that. I like it different. And I like the contrast of the black zipper that's completely covered by the fabric. I love this bag. So I don't know what I'm going to put in it, but I'm sure I'll find something. So, oh my goodness. Painted Leaf Co. And Sarah, you need to tell your mom she makes the best, most gorgeous bags. So that's another piece of haul. And I have all of my fabric of the month that I get. So this is 40 count Picture This Plus Valor. And that's reading really true. Surprise. And I get this from Traditional Stitches in Canada because I was trying to build up my Picture This Plus 40 count stash. And so I love their program because you just get random, you know, ones every month, and I can always use Picture This Plus. It's so pretty. So that's Valor. And then I am starting this for my small, of course, Needlework Market, or Needlework Marketplace. I don't know. But Stacey Nash came out with more animal crackers that are all British inspired, I think. And anyway, she also came out with this. And like, I love this. Like, that is the prettiest, most incredible chart to me. And I'm sure it's gonna, I could finish this if I just start this in October, which I'm gonna really try to just start this. But, and it's all weeks threads. So, and then I'll just find the fabric, and obviously, like, I'll change the Girl to Me. And I'm sure everybody's seen this Merry Autumn Pin Keep. But I got that. And let's see, what else did I got my Classic Colorworks Floss Fix. House Wine, Hydrangea, Jakey Brown, Jelly Roll, Jolly Holly, Joshua Tree. So we're in the J's. That. I got my August Floss Frenzy. It's all the week's colors from Fat Quarter Shop. Holly, Honeysuckle, Hunter, Icicle, Iris, and Isla Morada. Isla Morada. I don't know. I think that's it. It's that bright teal. It's really pretty. Oh, and you know what? No, I got more Stitchy Kindness. I'm so sorry, Holly. So Holly, Hobbies of Holly on Flosstube and on Instagram, and she and I started our Flosstube in the same, like on the same day. And we've been friends ever since. And she is doing a D-stash, and she had this fabric for sale, and she said, friend, just send me your address and I'll just send it to you. So thank you so much, Holly. I really appreciate you. And so she sent me this 40 count, and it is Light Cocoa by Northumberland House. No, Northumberland Sampler House. And isn't that so pretty? Really great linen. So thank you so very much, Holly. So I got that. My Fox and Rabbit Fabric of the Month, Mermaid Shimmer. It's so pretty. Let's see. I also get a Gentle Arts Floss Club. You guys tell I'm obsessed with floss. And I like try to show these because everybody doesn't have, like most people subscribe to the Weeks and the Classic Colorworks from Fat Quarter Shop, but I also subscribe, and this is from Happy Little Stitch Shop. And I got Berry Cobbler. That's pretty. Bluebell. Blueberry. Oh, that's a pretty purple color. Candy, EJ. Buttermilk, yellow. Bernadette. And then Brethren Blue. Look at that. That is so pretty. So those are the Gentle Arts that I got. And then I also got from Color and Cotton, and I can only get in their 3 skein Floss Club. I'll take it. Balsamic. Just open them. Balsamic, Violin, and Cilantro. Look at those fall colors. Okay, so that's all my floss clubs. And then Jessica, Sweetwater Stitcher, sorry for the crinkling. She is also doing a D-stash, and so you guys need to check that out because she had some really great things. Well, one of the things that she had was this kit, and I really wanted this kit, and it was a kit from one of the like sampler clubs, I think from Dying to Stitch. I can't be positive of that. Yes, Dying to Stitch, because it's in the, she sent the whole package and everything. But it was this black and white pocket, and I won't make it into a pocket. And it says, and red all over. But I just thought that was so cool. And it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, like this little weird thing down here. Kind of like gives a Halloween vibe-ish. If I just stitched it just like that and framed it. And so, and I don't really Halloween stitch, but that would be kind of cool to do that. So she sent me the whole kit. Of course, I bought it. And it has all the things in it, including the MPIs. So that was a cool thing. So if you guys haven't seen Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher's D-Stash, check it out. And then I got stickers, Lori Holt stickers, a year in stickers. I showed you this year in stickers, but you know, the new Book of Days is getting ready to come out. So I wanted to be prepared next year. I want it to be a little bit more cohesive. So I got that. And then I got box of 100 of these, but they were just these little cute floss drops from Amazon, and they're wood. And so I just got a whole box of those because I'm sure I'll be kitting some stuff up here and floss dropping it all. And I couldn't let my stickers travel by themselves. And then last but not least, of course, Primrose Cottage, they are always like sending you, if you get their newsletter or where you get all of their sale stuff. I want to say sale, but I think that this was just regular. Not sure. But when you see what I'm talking about, and let me open it. Okay, maybe not. Sorry. Okay. Talk about being unprepared. B panel quilt kit. I could make that in one day. All you have to do is cut it out, sew it together, real easy. So I bought the kit, and it's obviously yellow, so that's why I got it, but it has like be kind, it has all of the little sayings on there, and I just thought that was so beautiful. So I bought that, and that is all of my haul. So I will be back in 2-ish weeks. And thank you so very much for watching. And I hope that if you saw something you liked, that you'll subscribe and come back next time. And hopefully I won't have a coughing fit in the middle of it. And until then, happy stitching, and we'll see you at the end of Sampler September. Bye.